What if I told you there is an ocean inside the Earth that holds 3 times more water than all the oceans on the surface combined, and that woolly mammoths were still alive when we were building pyramids, and that Earth has 2 moons right now? None of this is science fiction. All of it is real, and we are starting with the one NASA doesn't want you to miss. We think we know our planet. We don't. Deep inside, 400 miles below your feet, there is a layer called the transition zone. Inside it is a blue rock called ringwoodite. It acts like a sponge. It traps water inside its crystals. Scientists say if just 1% of it is wet, that's 3 times all oceans. We are literally living on a water planet, inside and out. But it gets weirder. We have an 8th continent. It's called Zealandia. Twice the size of India, 94% underwater. New Zealand is just the mountain peaks sticking out. We only officially mapped it in 2017. And that second moon? It's real, named Kamo'alewa, a 40-meter asteroid that orbits the sun perfectly in sync with Earth. For the last 100 years, it has been following us like a puppy. Some scientists think it's actually a piece of our moon that got blasted off. If Earth is hiding a continent and a moon, what else? This will mess with you. If you are not African, you are 1 to 4% Neanderthal. If you are from Papua New Guinea, you are up to 5% Denisovan, a species we have barely any fossils of. And if you are West African, you carry ghost DNA from a human species we have never found. We only know it existed because of its code in your blood. 70,000 years ago, we almost went extinct. For real. A supervolcano called Toba erupted and the entire human race crashed to less than 10,000 people. Everyone watching this video comes from that tiny group of survivors. And we weren't alone until very recently. On an island in Indonesia, 50,000 years ago, and while we were painting caves, 3.5-foot tall humans called Homo floresiensis, real-life hobbits, were hunting dwarf elephants. Their brains were the size of grapefruits. We were not the only humans. We are just the last ones left. Jurassic Park lied to you. First, time. T-Rex is closer to you in time than T-Rex is to Stegosaurus. There is an 80 million year gap between them. Stegosaurus was already an ancient fossil when T-Rex was born. Second, looks. Most dinosaurs had feathers, and not boring feathers. Kaihongjuji had rainbow, iridescent feathers like a pigeon. Sinosauropteryx had a bright orange and white striped tail. Third, they lived in snow. We found dinosaur fossils north of the Arctic Circle in Alaska. They lived in freezing cold, months of total darkness. Not jungles, and some were tiny. Microraptor was 2 pounds. You could hold it like a crow. It had 4 wings. Woolly mammoths were still alive on an island near Russia when Egyptians built the Great Pyramid. Cleopatra is closer to you than she is to that mammoth. Dire wolves from Game of Thrones? Not wolves. 2021 DNA proved they were a completely different family that split 5.7 million years ago. They couldn't even make babies with real wolves. And the coelacanth, a fish that lived 320 million years ago before dinosaurs. Scientists thought it died with them. Then in 1938, a fisherman caught one alive. It is still swimming today. It is a living time machine. We have mapped less than 25% of our ocean floor in high detail. We know Mars better. Biologists think over 90% of ocean creatures are still unclassified. The vaquita, a cute porpoise in Mexico, has only 10 left. You might see it go extinct in your lifetime. There's a ghost octopus called Casper that is completely white and we have never seen it eat. There is a jellyfish called Turritopsis dohrnii that is biologically immortal. When stressed, it reverses its age and becomes a baby again. Forever. And the giant squid? Sailors told stories for 1,000 years. We thought it was a myth. We only filmed one alive for the first time in 2006. We live on a planet where immortal jellyfish are real, but we haven't explored 80% of it. So, which one broke your brain the most? The ocean inside Earth, the ghost DNA inside you, or the immortal jellyfish? Comment below. And if you want part 2, I have facts about the snowball Earth where the entire planet froze over for 10 million years. Smash that subscribe button.